So the next thing is physical activity guidelines. So the guidelines for adults is at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity, strength exercises, and 75 minutes of vigorous activity, aerobic activity that is. So moderate activity is so it's when you breathe heavily. It's the exercises are comfortable, but they can be quite challenging. So for old people, that could be like gardening, where they're digging up the garden or planting stuff, or stuff like that, like moving a wheelbarrow about with a lot of stuff in it. So it's quite heavy, and it's making them, get out of breath, and they can talk, but they can't talk for long because they're it's hard for them. So strength exercises. So for older people, it's good for them to do exercises because then they don't get curvature in their spine. Because as people get older, their bones start to become more brittle. But if they do strength exercises, then they don't. Their muscles become stronger, which make their bones stronger, and then therefore they don't get that curve in their spine, which again will help them with their posture and stuff like that. So the next is vigorous activity, so 75 minutes of vigorous activity, and that can be stuff like tennis, sprinting, so it's just a bit uncomfortable for them, and they get short of breath and stuff like that, but they can still sort of talk a little bit, but not like they can't have a full-on conversation with you. So guidelines for pregnant women. So obviously pregnancy split into the 3 trimesters, and obviously it's safe to do certain activities in each trimester. So the first trimester you can do most things. You can go running or jogging, or nothing too heavy, not like rugby or anything like that, because that can obviously cause damage to the baby, but lightweight exercises, and also yoga is good for pregnant women because it relaxes the muscles, and it helps them obviously relax and helps them prepare for giving birth. The second trimester is sort of walking, so light walking, not like any weight bearing activity or anything like that, because obviously again it can do damage to the baby. And in the third trimester it's you can do swimming, because again that's not really weight bearing. There's resistance against the water, but it's not doing any damage to your baby. A lot of leisure centres and swimming pools, they hold classes for pregnant women, sort of exercise classes in the water, which help them. Obviously, and all the water relaxes them, which can help them, give birth.